Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Big guy smells it. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The option look. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Rushes on him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Coming up, 4th down. Number 19 on field goal.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The return is tackled down at the 29, and the offense will take over.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the tailback. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Off play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. It's complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
From the gun. Give on the inside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick spin on the run. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21 to 10. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We are just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the counter play. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll try to slam it in. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner will be knocked down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator.
There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to pound it in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
Ready, fight. Cricket.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Ripping through the defense. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going for 6. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Gets it to him on the screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now this offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team.
Number 60, on to kick it away.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Turning it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a play...
The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy
open field on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I am finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punched it out of the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So West Virginia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Spins away from the defense. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback may change this route. The snap sets up the throw. He's going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
And he's got it in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. They go to the ground. Running to Green. Defense makes a stop, but the change move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to throw it. Back looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. trying to punch it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll move the tight end. They're going back to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me.
And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Has to get there to move the sticks. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Trying to pull his way in. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
He'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. On target. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on second and short. Got it. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Finds his man. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now this offense will take the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's open on the right. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Arkansas. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Garner. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Snagged in the middle. It's Agbana. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
First and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably...
Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the...
Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. it on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The inside handoff. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the
wide open spaces. And they're in for a touchdown. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically you can't be right.
Makes the catch down the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Turning it on. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, a crew looking to make a strong statement. Taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Cowboys will kick this away to get us going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Got a quarterback here who was really dialed in the last game. Incredibly efficient performance. Let's see, Kirk, if he can duplicate that again today.
Yeah, he just seemed to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision was very solid. Put the ball right where the receivers can make a play. I think that's the important thing today. Going up against a defense that has great athletic ability. Just continue to make those good decisions. Be accurate with the ball. And he's got another chance to have another great day.
Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it with room to run.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So Oklahoma State's offense out there for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st down, it's play action. And it falls incomplete. Second and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's a big hit at the end, but leaving a fresh set of downs. The Cowboys are going to keep this drive rolling. Caught to the right. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is taking advantage of an opportunity. Their own offense scores on the opening drive. Now a big sack here on third down. Big decision here on your own side of the 50. Do you go for it or do you punt and give that offense the ball back?
He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Incompletion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. Snags the quick throw. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He's looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Third down play here out of the shotgun.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And at first down, they go right back to him. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. And the Cowboys pick up enough yards to move the sticks. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The Cowboys will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Single back, takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Now here he goes.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Ball handed off. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll run it from the gun.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going.
Swarm by the pass rush. The sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Here comes a handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Who makes the grab? He's in the clear. Headed for the end zone.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Down to 1st and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Cowboys hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. Bringing pressure. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Good throw to the left. Oh, what a grab. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made by the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the offense set to take over here. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. The back's got it. And he goes nowhere. Stop full behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. With pressure and sack, and will be tackled inside the 10. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here's the handoff. And they get him down what will be the final play of this 1st half. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Kick it off to begin the 2nd half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. Breaking free at the 35. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's first and 10. Looking for a man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long.
Let's go.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trapped again in the pocket.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense ready to start this drive. They're going to run it. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Cut quickly. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Running out of time in the pocket. Catch is made down the middle. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. And the Cowboys come to the line with first and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Just 2 field goals in 3 previous red zone trips. Can they punch it in here on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. 1st down now at the 48. What a difference one play can make from being backed up to out near midfield. Send the back in motion. Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is a much better job by this defense after giving up some yards on the previous play. This time they made sure this one fell incomplete.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll try the left side with a toss. Put into the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
For the offense.
On the double.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown. Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. Great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He could go. At the 20. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
Pounding away with the run game. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a draw play. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Now it's second down here. Wants to throw it. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Cowboys have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
2nd down after that previous play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. The defense has got it. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Grinding away with the running game. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll ride the back again here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on 1st down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year. But now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So it's a comfortable 2nd and 4 for the offense here after that penalty. He'll hand it off. Eludes a tackle. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal for the offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do